Just off Lakeshore Drive, nestled next to Lake Michigan. That's where you find historic Soldier Field in the great city of Chicago, Illinois. Today we hit double digits, week 10, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Jacksonville Jaguars taking on the Chicago Bears.
Logan Cook to kick off for the Jaguars.
The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. And he returns this to the 22.
At their own 22-yard line.
On the ground, the drive starts with Wilson. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. You look at this Jaguar defense. They were very good in the victory a week ago over Cincinnati.
And it was the pass rush that really keyed their victory. Got to the quarterback 6 times for sacks and plenty of other turbulence in the pocket for him as well.
Ball on the 27. Here's 2nd and 6. Looking to throw is Williams. There's a short one caught by Loveland.
Oh, it's time to give more credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
An early test, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. And now the Jags defense deciding to call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They need 2. Here's 3rd down. Throwing is Williams. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
Call that a 46-yard punt, though they did get 9 back on the return. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up, 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Hey, easy, Ralph.
They'll run. This is Bashal Tootin. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. Travis Jones makes a tackle.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Hey.
Now Lawrence. A short throw to Musgrave. And he's going to be touched down right at the line of scrimmage. You look at this Bears defense. Against the pass, they're toward the middle of the league, number 15 in the NFL.
So I'm prepping for this game. I kept asking myself the question, what's keeping this group from being top 10 in the league against the pass?
And
too many mistakes, especially little mistakes. And those add up into big mistakes. Big mistakes add up into points against you.
Looking to throw, Lawrence. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. Credit that sack to Travis Jones. On fourth down, on is Logan Cook to punt. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. Call that a 45-yard punt, just 2 yards there on the return. And the Bears take over. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They are back over the 500 mark for the season. Got there with a win a week ago. Their second straight victory.
Well, they've definitely gotten better as this season has gone along. And from what I can tell, they know their roles. Everyone understands how they fit offensively, defensively. And this team now has an identity. And they're playing to it and playing well.
Now a 2nd and 10. A first carry now for Nick Chubb. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. To throw, it's Williams. In trouble, and he's taken down. Brought down by Trayvon Walker on the pass rush. Here's Ty Zentner now. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. Returned 69 yards. And the Jaguars get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0.
Bears nothing. Logan Cook to kick off for the Jaguars.
So after the punt return touchdown, let's see what their opponents can do with this kickoff. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
10 at their own 21-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They've shown very little offensively to this point. Well, neither team has really. And they come up here now, first down. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. Now, I know it's an emotional game, Charles. You can't do that.
And when you get into your film sessions and you argue your case with your coaches, that's exactly what they say at the end. You just can't do it. It costs your team.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Here's Williams. Out to the right here to Wilson. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. Mark that down as a pickup of 13, and the Bears have the first.
Nice little nifty play for them there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody. Oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say, get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. 23 yards on the play.
That's another Bears.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver. Although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice game.
It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
The end result was brute force on brute force, but think about everything that's going on if you're playing defensive tackle. You're dealing with at least one blocker across from you, trying to deal with him, shed him, and maybe even a second one before you have to try and make the tackle on the big guy.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. To throw, Williams. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. It's a big loss of 5 there on 2nd down to bring up 3rd and goal.
Well, the pass rush has been a real strength of late. They know how to get after the quarterback.
Absolutely. 4 sacks last week. That's their first one here. Anything in particular you've seen from them or on film?
I think that they're winning athletically up front, winning those one-on-one battles, but also when the offensive line wants to keep everyone in and mass protect, they know how to scheme their way back to the quarterback as well.
They wind up with 6 on the hook up there, but it's not enough. 4th and goal. Now Jason Sanders for the field goal try. Sanders' kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So that kick gives them their first points of the game, CD. And it comes on the 3rd drive, but hopefully for them that's a spark that gets that offense going.
Yeah, and I would say if you're the offensive play caller, as you look at your sheet, you're trying to find that part on there that unlocks bigger points. They've struggled with a few drives so far, finally got 3 out of it. How do you find the end zone? That's what he's searching for now.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
From the 39-yard line, here comes 2nd down at 6.
These are 24. Hey, Ginger, time. Silver.
They go play action with Lawrence. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. This is caught at the 20. And he takes this thing way down into Chicago territory. It's a big play for the Jaguars. 41 yards.
A 41-yard gain. And a Jaguar first down.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down.
Hey, go, go. Go, go. Hey, tomato. 30 left.
Here's Lawrence. Now he'll tuck this and run. And he wisely will throw that one away.
And here you're down in the red zone. You need to be smart, not force anything. So that's a wise decision to just get rid of the football.
2nd and 10.
Hey, run. Hey, Soko. Here we go.
Lawrence will throw. They'll try and set up the screen to Tootin. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. It'll be a loss of 2, maybe 3 on the play. And that'll make it 3rd and 13. In motion right here, Hunter. After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. The Jags with the football to begin the 2nd quarter, as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. And not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Musgrave's got it out right.
So give him 2 yards there on the completion. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. And this one is right through. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3.
So a nice kick there as they add 3 to the lead.
And from what I've seen so far, Brandon, I think they've been the better of the two teams here in the first half. So even though you want the touchdown, I think that's a nice job there to put 3 points on the board.
Here's the Jaguar kick team now as they run up and send this one away. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 35-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
Here's 2nd and 10. To the air, Williams. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
This is certainly a team that has proven it likes to target its backs through the air, and defensively, they were aware of that and certainly were prepared on that throw.
The Bears on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 10. Williams looking to do it himself. He'll fire deep, looking for more. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Thus far, they have been able to move the line of scrimmage very well in the running game. Almost felt like they said in the huddle, can you guys pass protect? Let's take a big shot downfield. Didn't get it on that one, but they may come back to it again.
This is taken at the 18. A 46-yard punt, 8 yards on the return. And that will come the offense as they take over. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
Let's go. 13. Here we go.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Now 3rd down is looming. A pickup of 2 on 1st down and just 1 yard there. So 7 yards from the 1st down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
Go. Hey, ginger.
Now Lawrence to throw. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Jalen Thompson picks it. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. On play action, here's Williams. A pass complete to Odunze. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Rome Odunze with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Bears are an extra point away from evening this one up. Extra point and good by Sanders. And we are even at 10 apiece.
Jason Sanders set to kick off.
All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. And he'll wisely just take a knee here, and this ball will come out to the 30-yard line.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They had the interception on the last drive, which led to the tying touchdown. So 10-10 the score as they begin 1st and 10. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
That was well played, but that was also an example of a corner who understands his coverage, realized he had support behind him, and could be a little more aggressive in the shorter zone, and did exactly that, knocking that pass away.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35.
Take right open. Hey, Soko, so hot. Hey, I'm gun. 30 left. 11, Agate.
Now Lawrence. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They've become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
From the gun on 3rd down, Lawrence. The short throw to Musgrave. So they'll get nothing out of that play, and it'll be 4th down. Here's Logan Cook now to punt this one away. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. Taken in at the 11. Nice punt, but good work on the return to get back 11 yards. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
They'll fake the give. Now Williams. He's going to look deep for more. And that is incomplete. The Bears at 5-4 now on the year. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Williams. Pass caught by Burden. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. A great job there, Charles, just to hold on, absorb that contact. I guess that's the risk you take catching the ball toward the middle of the field.
It is, and if you're going to gain yardage, you're going to have to go there at some point. But how about the read, okay? The eyes of that play, stepping out from the middle of the field and really making a big hit. Did not get free, but boy, that's a tough area to go into when you're going into his spot.
Williams from the gun on 3rd down. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. It's Sidney Brown with it. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line.
First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
All right, let's go. Here we go.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he stopped immediately there. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
2nd and 11 at the 34-yard line.
Decent 24.
Lawrence. To the right side and complete to Thomas. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Out of the gun, it's Lawrence. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive they started with great field position is facing 4th down.
And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And they would take the lead at 13-10.
So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
Now a crease here as he's past the 30.
Oh, and a nice return, but he takes a big shot at the end of it.
38-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where
that's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Chicago.
Colston Loveland,
62 yards.
And the Bears are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6.
Sanders on for the extra point. Uh-oh, flag comes out here. This is going to be roughing the kicker.
When you're going back there on the kick block, you've got to go to the right point. That didn't happen. Ran into the kicker. The penalty flag had to come out.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up 1st and 10.
At their 35-yard line.
Hey, Soko, hot.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And Thomas has it. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And it'll be 2nd down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route.
Play action. It's Lawrence. The pressure gets to Lawrence, and he'll go down.
It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's 3rd down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
So now after the sack of Lawrence, the Jags looking at a 3rd and long.
Hey, kill. Hey, easy. Route. Easy. Read a 44.
He'll look to throw.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13.
Let's just call it as we just saw it right there, a breakdown defensively. Seems like no one went with the tight end, and no one really did. Had all sorts of space in the middle of the field. Yeah, everyone else was covered, but he was not. Big play results.
And he'll work his way inside the 30 now to the 28. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled him up throughout the game because that was his longest run of this contest.
Now 2nd and 3.
Hey, rock, 11. One, inside. Red.
Here's Lawrence to throw. Open man is Musgrave, the tight end.
And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown.
Luke Musgrave.
27 yards.
And the Jaguars will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half.
Extra point right down the middle. And that gives them a 3-point lead.
Logan Cook to kick off for the Jaguars.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away.
And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
And with a little under a minute to go, they may try and work their way into field goal range and try to tie up this ball game. He'll look middle here and give it to Odunze.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
Any questions of how they'd approach this drive were answered right there. They come out throwing, and they get a nice pickup here toward the end of the first half.
Looking to throw is Williams.
They'll wind up losing a full 10 yards on the play. And it'll make this a 2nd and long. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1.
2nd and 20. To throw, it's Williams. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A breakdown defensively there as the scramble is going to set him up with a much more manageable 3rd down.
Partner was a definite passing down, but he was able to leak out and pick up some good yardage, even though the coverage was excellent. Maybe it's not exactly how they drew it up, but he still got a big chunk of yardage on 2nd down.
And now on 3rd down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first.
Here's Williams. He'll get this into the hands of Odunze.
And he'll get this only to about the 38 as they stop him a few yards shy of the line to gain. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half on as the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Jason Sanders set to kick off.
And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
Well, the first half, very even. I mean, really, in all facets, this ball game tied, Charles. So as we start the 3rd quarter, curious to see what the second half brings us.
Certainly am. I'm with you on that one, and we all know a lot of coaches from the NFL all the way down to the Pee-wee level. They love to spin it to their teams. Hey, we're starting a brand new, shorter ball game. It's all even. Let's go out and seize it. This is ours.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
3rd and
1. A yard all they need, but it's 3rd down.
Hey, Zahn, that's Zahn.
Lawrence with a quick throw outside. That's complete. And he is going to have a Jags first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
10 yards. That's good for a Jaguars first down.
Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games. And we're seeing a pretty good one right now. Hotly contested in the 3rd quarter. Looking to throw, Lawrence. He's got him in, complete. Touchdown, Jaguars. A great effort there. 46 yards. And the Jaguars have taken the lead. The extra point splits the uprights. And they will take a 7-point lead.
Bears 20. Logan Cook to kick off for the Jaguars.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the 3rd quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
Second and 10 now from the 27. They'll run straight ahead with Wilson. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Well, this play sequence was really kind of called in reverse. Incomplete pass on 1st and 10. Nice run on 2nd and 10 when probably everyone was expecting them to throw the football. Now, if you're the defense, what are they going to do on 3rd down? You're a little off balance.
To throw, Williams. And it is caught. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Looking left side, that's caught by Moore. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Throwing is Williams.
Throw
That's complete. And he's taken down inside the 30. 12 more yards there and another first down.
Well, this is where reading defenses and practice time comes into play. You've got to know what you're running versus zone versus man and how to run the proper route. And they just executed that one pretty well.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And he'll be taken down just shy of the red zone at the 21. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Second and 1 now from the 21.
What is up?
They'll run with Wilson out of the shotgun. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. It's a pickup of 10 and a Bears first down.
Brandon, I think you and I were both raised the same way in the game of football. You run to set up the pass, but I think we've discovered in this NFL, a lot of teams pass to set up the run. And that's what they've done throughout this game. They've aired it out, thrown it around the yard. Now they've come back to the running game, and they find a way to be successful.
And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Nick Chubb, his 3rd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bears are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And we are tied at 27 all.
Jason Sanders set to kick off.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
They're on 25 yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. We got a brand new ball game, all even after that last touchdown, so every drive now becoming a little more critical here in the second half. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's 2nd down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up the score.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he'll scratch out a yard up to the 30, and that's all.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Hey, go. 11. Hey, change attack. Hey, I'm gun. Go.
Now Lawrence. And to find the open man, that's complete. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Brian Thomas, 70 yards. And the Jaguars have moved out in front. Point after try forthcoming. And they will take a 7-point lead now.
Makes the score Jaguars 34, Bears 27. Logan Cook to kick off for the Jaguars.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
31-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And they had the touchdown during the last drive, and I'm guessing that you like the balance they had on that last drive.
And I loved it. Forget liking it. Absolutely love what they were doing, because to be ahead of the defense that much, where every play call you have, run or pass, is working pretty well for you.
Makes you look like a genius.
It really does. It also lets you know that your preparation was pretty good, and now the defense has to do all the adjusting.
From the 38 now, here's second down and 3.
To the air, Williams. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Devin Lloyd, the one to get home and earn that sack.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback has now received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
Still needing 10 yards. Now it's third down.
Looking to throw. Williams. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they do finally get him at the 12. A huge play there for Chicago. 57 yards.
Well, this game has certainly had no shortage of offense. Both teams have been revved up from the start. And here's yet another big play. Boy, both defenses have just got to be dragging out there because they've been run ragged throughout.
Blue, 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 blue.
Up the middle, it's Chubb. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4.
I think we all suspected that they were going back to him after he found the end zone on his last carry, and they kept the positive momentum going there. Another nice run by him.
Working out of the gun, Williams.
And he's going to lose yardage here, as they will switch ends as time is run out on this third quarter of play. Back now at Soldier Field. It's Bears football, but they trail on the scoreboard as we get set to bring you the fourth quarter. This offense so far on third down, they've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This is 3rd and 10.
From the gun, here's Williams.
And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown.
Rome Odunze
with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season.
And the Bears are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th.
Sanders now to add the extra point. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter.
That will tie the game at 34. Jason Sanders set to kick off.
Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the 4th as the kick's away. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
They no longer have the lead after that last touchdown, all tied up in the 4th quarter. And a chance for this offense to mount a potential game-winning drive right here.
He was brought down at the
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
All right, let's go.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground.
Now he's loose at the 40. Inside the 20.
And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Bashal Tootin, 72 yards. And the Jags strike quickly to take the lead here in the fourth. And his kick is good, but flags come in. Looks like we're going to get a roughing call here on the follow-through. Trailing in the fourth, this close of a game, that's a penalty you just can't afford.
It's an absolute killer, and it's one that drives coaches and teammates insane.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Looking to put a drive together.
What is up?
They'll start the drive with Wilson. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness. He's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
What is up?
Back to throw. Williams. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. So that'll go as a 4-yard loss on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
What is up?
On play action, here's Williams. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, this defense, Charles, we know how good they are, but they've been beat a couple of times in this game. However, they got the latest laugh.
And how about the way they hung in there? Because you're exactly right. They're not used to being dented as they've been so far in this game. But what they just did there with that pick six, that's the equivalent of what was happening to them. They're throwing touchdown passes against them. Okay, we'll take one back against you.
And he'll get to the 30-yard line before going out of bounds.
At their own 30-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. We'll see if they can band back together after the pick six. It hurt badly, but still within striking distance. A two-score game with a good chunk of time on the clock. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down for a nice little gain. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll bring up a 2nd and short.
What is it? Hold on. Guys, yep. Vegas, punch stars, punch stars.
Looking to throw. Williams. Wide open receiver complete. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
They'll look to throw here on first down. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Give it big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10.
What is up?
They run the toss here to Wilson. And he is close to a first down as he's tackled at the Jaguars' 26. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. And I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently.
Throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket, only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability. And try and get those yards a safer way.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Okay, so thought they might go for it here, down late. Instead, they trot out the field goal unit. Sanders' kick is good. And that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11. So he remains perfect, 3 for 3 in the field goal department.
And it's so important for any offense to have an ace like him up their sleeve, isn't it? Because now you know what his range is, and as soon as your offense gets there, you're pretty much counting on 3 points going up on the board.
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd and 3.
Hey, Lion.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Call it no gain that time, as it's going to leave them with a third and about 3 to go.
It's 3rd down and 4.
Ready.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
Go, let's go. Done, they started to hunt. Hey, kill.
Here's Lawrence. And that will be incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time.
The Cook now on to punt as he gets this one away.
This is brought in at the 21. It's a net of 40 there. A punt of 48 and a return of 8.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner.
And that's caught inside the 30. And this will get them all the way inside of Jacksonville's 10. A huge play there for Chicago. 62 yards. Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a 1st and goal situation.
From the shotgun, a throw for Williams. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it.
It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up 2nd down.
Brandon, I think he's just grateful to get back to the line of scrimmage and avoid not just losing yardage, but a big hit on that play as well. That defense closed on him quick and forced a quick surrender out of bounds.
Second and 9 now. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Touchdown, Bears!
Colston Loveland,
A beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game.
and the Bears have made it a 1-score game again. Here are the 4th.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? You know, 1 by land, 2 by sea. He didn't mention air because right now we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Where'd you pull that one from?
And, you know, every now and then I actually listened in history class.
And you're just a scholar all the way around. You're reading all the time. I like that you fit that into the broadcast.
You know, I just grab a nugget when I can.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders.
And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
At their own 26-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10.
It'll be a loss of 10. And it'll bring up 2nd.
If they're able to come back to tie or win this game, I think this is a play that we're going to look back on as the game changer. They really changed the tone of what the opposition wanted to do when they're trying to run some time off the clock and add to its lead late in this contest.
And they'll get him down here at the 23.
It's a gain of 8, and it brings up 3rd down.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. Now, this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here.
Red. Hey, danger. 13, Luke.
Now Lawrence to throw.
And got his man complete. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown.
Brian Thomas,
His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
and the Jaguars use the big play to extend their 4th quarter lead.
Point after, right down the middle. And that pushes the lead up to 11.
55. Bears 44. Logan Cook to kick off for the
After the
Jaguars.
touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
At their own 19-yard line.
Here's 1st and 10.
Yeah. 22.
Throwing to start the drive. Williams. Open man down the field. That's Burden. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Someone moved. Flag is out. That's going to be 5 yards.
And that'll drive coaches crazy. You work all week on dealing with loud crowds, on dealing with motion, and then you have a guy jump.
Penalties not what they needed here. 1st and 15.
Operating from the gun. Williams. Now a desperation throw deep downfield.
And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
15 yards to go.
They'll come up now. This is 2nd and long. Play action. Now Williams.
He's going to let it fly. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
That was one they needed to connect on. They're down, but not quite out. So you have to figure, with under 2 minutes to play, they need to hit on something in very short order.
Boy, here's a big one. You can just feel it. This is 3rd down now.
Vegas.
They'll look to throw again. And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
It's Devin Lloyd with a pick. And the Jags will take over possession here up at the 44. With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys have been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along, but if you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And barring mistakes, they should be able to kneel this one out and finish it off. And there's only one timeout remaining on the defensive side of the ball, so that doesn't really come into play either. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Ready? Crack ball 80.
The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee.